Good morning. It is July 27th, 2022. I'm Eric Sapanik. I'm here with John Caro. This is the Gold Spot.
We have been talking about practicalities recently, and we want to talk today about how our clients can approach the current market in its current state with both bullion investments and investment-grade coin investments. There are differences in the marketplace that provide different opportunities for different strategies, and we want to get into that a little bit. Eric, why don't you start it off?
Okay, so we've had more and more people asking us, one of the reasons, they're like saying, hey, bullion, the price of gold, inflation's obviously roaring. Why aren't gold prices roaring right now? And there's a couple different reasons for that, one of which is definitely going to be more of what's going on with banks and things like that. John, I know that you can talk to us a little bit more about that, and then also the counter to that, which has been more stable, which is the investment grade coin market, and we thought maybe you want to touch upon that as well.
Sure. The bullion market always brings up the question, why are the prices at the level they're at? Why aren't they higher? Why do they move around so much? And the answer is always very simple. It's a commodity market. The controlling factors are the banks, the central banks, and the ETF sellers, because they have to have a certain amount of hard metal on their books to meet their regulatory requirements. So they have the financial legs to manipulate that market and control those prices. The average retail customer is along for the ride, can take advantage of swings and dips and rises, but is really there as a passenger, can't influence that market in the way they buy bullion. The investment grade coin market is much more stable. It's a long-term strategic market, and our clients who want stability put their money there.
Not only have they put their money there, but they're seeing that stability. When you look at the coin market right now, you'll see that, especially, we're not talking about obscure collectibles or anything like that. We're talking about our everyday investments that people usually jump into. Our $20 gold pieces on a generic level being the most populated dates, that type of thing. The $10, the $5, all of which right now are at very high levels and have not seen that same sort of retraction in the marketplace. So what we're actually going to have a follow-up to this on the Gold Spot Overtime today that you might want to take a look at. That's just going to show you those charts and the differences between those. I suggest you tune into that to see the specifics on that. But one of the other things that I think that we might want to also consider is like cost averaging the bullion for our bullion buyers. And John, you can talk a little bit more about that, because I know that we're going to be doing another segment coming up the following week about that. So John, could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, if you're a bullion investor, you have the ability to adjust the average cost of your holdings over time because of the volatility of the market. You can take advantage of the ups and the downs and the swings as long as you understand you're along for the ride. If you watch it carefully, you can put yourself in a much stronger position. But it takes some care. You can't just file it and forget it.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I think that people should really reach out to us if you have already purchased and you're having any type of concerns about when you had purchased, if you feel as though you purchased too high, and things that you can do to recorrect that. And then also with our investment coin buyers, I mean, more than them than not are pretty happy right now with the level that their coinage is at. But there's also still strategies there that we can look at to also further your portfolio if you're obviously looking to continue to put money into that marketplace.
The advantage is you have two different choices. The bullion market and the investment grade market, they do two different things, but at the end of the day, you're going to have a nice result if you pay attention.
And the investment grade coin market, I really think that the thing that people have to understand, it's a people's market, because what it is buyers and sellers, all mostly private, very few businesses really jump into that marketplace. And the hold is really what keeps those levels high.
The investment grade is the free market. It's private. You're dealing with like-minded people as opposed to institutions, and that's important.
It is indeed. And that's going to be it for us today on the Gold Spot. Like I said, join us for Gold Spot Overtime, and we'll be talking more about the cost average when it comes to bullion coins and how to take advantage of that. Thank you very much. You have a great weekend. John, thank you.
Thank you.